minutes of it.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry about the delay. We all stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Give you guys a few seconds to go through the minutes if you could. If we have them. And I gotta grab that, so. Okay, you both had a chance to look at them?
Not in completion.
Not the what?
Not completely, no.
Okay. Let me know when you're satisfied.
Okay.
Okay, so you both had a chance to look at it. Any additions, changes?
I don't see anything that needs changed or corrected. You, Tiff?
No, I'll vote to accept the minutes as they are.
A motion?
I'll motion.
And I'll second that.
And I'll say yes.
Roll call, Tiffany? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes. Okay, financial, same thing.
I'm still gonna look at that a little bit here.
Okay. Any changes? You see anything that we need to address?
Not offhand.
I'll make a motion that we accept financial.
I'll second.
And I'll say yes.
Roll call Tiffany? Yes. Ed?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes. Communications.
The Portage County Recycling off Mogador Road, or on Mogador Road in Kent, Ohio, is having a spring recycling day on May 14th from 8 a.m. to noon. They're collecting passenger tires, scrap metal, electronics, and residential document shredding. They're asking that you please bring a non-perishable item, peanut butter, tuna, cereal, or canned goods. All items collected will be donated to the Center of Hope.
May 14th.
May 14th from 8 to noon. And then the Portage County Land Reutilization Corporation closed a copy of their 2021 annual report, which marks the completion of their 10th year of operations. Is that available? And the Township Trustees is sponsoring a 2-day cemetery workshop on Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th for tombstone marker restoration. Participation for both days is preferred, as what is learned on day 1 will be put to use on day 2. The cost is $50 per township, which includes as many workers as you want to send. Your township workers or volunteers will learn how to fix and restore old broken tombstones. If you're interested, we need to contact Bill on.
So they did come up with a price, $50?
$50 per
They go-
township.
Yeah, if our guys want to go, I think one or both of them should go to that. That's a great thing for $100, both of them could go to that.
It's $50. It's 50 per township. And we send it
Oh,
back.
okay, just per township, so yeah.
If they can go, I mean, if,
Yeah,
you know,
it's prime time for mowing and everything, so we'll have to see, but I'll make a motion that if the guys want to go, they can, and when we can get the scheduling, if they can go.
I'll second.
Absolutely, yes.
Roll call, Tiffany?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes,
Mark?
Yes.
And the Historical Society would like to start their dances. They'd only like to have one per month on the third Monday of the month starting in September of 2022, and they would like the trustees okay.
starting when?
September of 2022 on the third Monday of the month.
And I think,
I'm okay with that.
I think, did anybody look
I'm-
at the change in our January meetings that we were going to start charging? them?
Yes.
I don't know that anyone has been to a meeting to discuss that. But
we discussed it earlier in the past, but yeah, I'm thinking $50.
I think the organizational meeting we discussed.
we did. Mhm.
Yeah, $50 per meeting. I think it was $50 per, yes, per
user.
dance. And they're gonna do one, so it'll be $50 a month, and that will won't even cover the cost, but it'll help out with
The cleaning
the
and the
cleaning
toilet
and
paper.
the toilet paper and
towels.
the electricity, so yeah. If you just let them know that we did do that at $50 before it was $0.
I think they know, but
It was to be for any event that wasn't just a standard meeting, like an association meeting.
Right,
event.
right.
So that was the event cost.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got?
That's all the communications I have.
Tiff?
I do have a communication. There have been some issues with the cemetery revolving shepherd's hooks and metal hooks in the cemetery, which is actually against our regulations. While we really appreciate everybody coming out, maintaining gravestones and honoring loved ones, we just can't have metal hooks, shepherd hooks, because it is a safety issue for our staff. So just a friendly reminder to everyone that we can't have any metal hooks in the cemetery.
among some other things that.
Right, now they're-
Well, that's been a recurrent issue with the
Right.
shepherd's hooks. While they're lovely, they're against the policy, they're against the rules, and the reason is not to be, cruel, but it is a safety issue. The actual rule says, lot enclosures of any kind are prohibited. No fences, stones, rocks, landscape, timber. No glass, stone, or marble chips, glass containers, wire or steel pins, which is a shepherd's hook. Loose landscape materials of any kind are prohibited. So, while we love that people come and visit, we just have to keep things safe for the crew that maintains the grounds.
And keep in mind, in both cemeteries, Hartsel and Deerfield, there is a box on the chapel with the rules and regulations in them.
Yep.
So, if the people need them, they're right there, when in doubt.
Don't you have a communication about the speed limit on 14? We should mention that since,
Well, yes, there was a request from a citizen about the speed limit on Route 14, just, I guess that would be west of the circle, about unsafe conditions for the speed limit on Route 14. That is a state issue. We don't set speed limits on state routes. And we did have a study done last year, the state did, we did not, to test safety in that area. So I don't know that there will be any further studies at this time, since there was just a safety study. I think the requested speed limit was 35 miles per hour.
they want that from the bridge up to the circle.
Well,
Section 14, but
when they did the last study a year ago, they have made the adjustments.
yeah,
We have it somewhere where,
a mile out each way,
Right.
a mile and a quarter, whatever.
right,
Yeah.
so that was, and I don't see the state coming back out to do a study a year later.
Well, while I appreciate everybody wants a safe speed limit by their home, we have had a big uptick in police presence here to help maintain safety and speed limits, so hopefully that will
Yep.
help alleviate some of that problem as well. So there's that.
Okay, Ed, you got
I have
any?
no additional
I
communications.
have none. Let's go fire department, quickly.
All right. Since last meeting, we've had 34 EMS calls, 4 fires, 3 smoke investigations, 6 car accidents. Brings our call load up to 194 for the year. Over the past weekend, we did have a major fire at McDermott's campground, where there were 4 campers destroyed and 2 persons was taken to the hospital, the burn unit in Akron. The state fire marshal's office is investigating the cause. At this time, it is believed to be accidental. Damage estimates are over $200,000.
Wow.
I'm proud of our members and thankful for the mutual aid fire departments that had helped. There was no other campers got involved after we got on scene. We was able to contain it to the original 4 that was on fire when we got there.
The ones that you transport, were they trying to get the fires out and got burned, or they were inside and
They were
got
inside.
burned getting out, or what?
Yeah, they were inside the original camper that caught fire.
Wow. Very fortunate they got
Very
out.
fortunate that they got out, yes.
Wow.
And very fortunate that the neighbors, because out of the 4 campers, 3 of them were inhabited at the time. So there was 3 other occupants.
So I think they lost
Wow.
3 campers, 2 golf carts, 1 vehicle.
One vehicle damaged to another and damaged to another camper.
And I heard there was possible propane involvement.
Well,
That's what the
every
news was
camper's got
reporting.
propane tanks
Sure.
on it, and after they caught fire, they was exploding, and
Okay.
we could see the glow from the circle from this camp, from this fire. We had 9 fire departments respond from mutual aid.
Very good.
So, but, and again, we're still waiting on the fire marshal's final cause. As far as apparatus, 14, 15, mini pumper, the batteries don't seem to be charging. I believe the alternator may be bad, just looking further what you want those, them guys to do.
Yep.
What you want sent out.
I say, that's just an alternative, pretty easy fix, so
Let them take a look at it tomorrow, and,
if they don't have to take half the engine,
yeah, if they don't have to tear the whole truck apart and put it on, we'll just do it.
I have it out of service at this time.
Okay.
It won't even sit idle at that fire.
I'll get the guys first thing in the morning, check it out while Buddy goes and gets asphalt and stuff. They can look at that while he goes and gets
Is that
that.
something they want to tackle? And
All
let
right.
me know what's going on. Membership, no change. And as far as public relations, we are preparing for Memorial Day Parade along with the Civic Association. Lineup will be at 8:30 a.m., step off promptly at 9 a.m. Please be early to get in line. Keep in mind, this is the honor of those who gave all for our country, not a celebration for the beginning of summer. Sometimes that gets confused.
Right.
And then there'll be a small placing of the wreath ceremony at the cemetery by the Deerfield American Legion.
8:30 line up, 9 p.m. step off, okay.
The Civic Association, Nancy has sent out the letters to the sheriff and Ohio State Patrol for the shutdown on the road. And then I'll be sending out invitations to local fire departments.
Very
We're
good.
gonna get the Bann, southeast.
She sent a letter to them also. And I haven't heard back whether they're coming or not, but I'm sure they usually plan on it. So,
Anything else?
that's all I have.
Good. All right, let's go to roads and
While we're
cemetery.
talking about the Memorial Day Parade, our flowers should be delivered and on the poles before Memorial Day. The brackets are already on and everything, so that should be taken care of.
I
Okay.
have one more thing for fire. We have an ambulance billing that Life Force Management recommends to be forwarded to a collection agency. They've had no response to 8 collection letters, and the hardship form has not been returned.
And are they from this township or
Twenty.
adjoining?
It looks like they're from Tennessee,
Okay.
Oh, boy.
so you guys need to sign that. You agree?
Okay.
Make a motion to send it to collections if that's what you choose to do.
So they've been trying to collect this since July.
Yeah. Well, we always do it that
I'll
way.
make
I'll
a
make.
motion, yeah, I'll make a motion that we turn it over for collection based on the fact that they're not responding and they're not a township resident.
I'll second.
And yes,
Roll call, Tiffany.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Mark.
yes.
Thank you to everyone who contributed to the flower donation. I think that's gonna look beautiful this summer.
Before we go into the roads and stuff too much, do you want to bring that up, that we got a letter from
Yeah.
the attorney that's kind of in the
As
communications?
far as the fuel station proposed in Deerfield, I received through email from their architect firm, basic outline, part of the architect, what the building's gonna look like, the square footage. I also have communication from him, we've been texting back and forth. And I will read that to you here as soon as I find him. Because I know there's been a lot of scuttlebutt of, oh, it's not happening, this and that. Well, we're letting you know that it is happening. The reason why he didn't start was price of construction equipment last fall went through the roof. 2x4s were over $12. And he's a businessman, he's not going to just pay 3 times the amount of money to build it when he really didn't have to. So it is coming. Why can't I find it? I just had it. Anyhow, he basically says that they are waiting to get the finished architect design. Will take another 2 to 3 weeks. They look to break ground at the end of August. Here it is. We'll have final plans in 2 or 3 weeks. We'll be start breaking ground by the end of June 2022. So they are moving forward. A lot of it had to do with construction prices. A lot of it has to do with the architect getting it done, and then it goes to Portage County for final approval. The White House that's next to the post office, that will be coming down soon. And that will complete as far as the demolition to prepare the site. So just a little update, it is happening.
Do they use steel 2x4s in construction? For
I'm sure in
commercial
some
buildings?
things they might. I mean, again, it all depends on, some of it will be, some of it will be block. I mean, I don't know what the design is. They're not that in depth with it.
Right.
Just basically, they originally were gonna put a 4,500 square foot convenience store. He called me maybe 3 months ago and he said, well, what if I put on each side of it, extra storefronts for people to rent? So I thought that was a good idea. So it's gonna be 4,500 square feet. That's the convenience store. On one end, there'll be an additional 1,500 square foot space available for rent, and same thing on the other end, another 1,500. So, I don't know, beauty salon, maybe we could talk to Portage Community Bank, maybe to get a satellite, you know. I think somebody will do it. So that's the plan, so. All right, back to
Road
that.
department, the guys replaced driveway culverts on Treasure Boulevard, they did all the berm work and the ditching down there. That turned out to be quite a project and everything, quite a bit, but it turned out nice, so. It looks kind of bad right now with all the dirt and mud and everything, but it will be nice when the grass grows back and everything. They start road patching today. They got 2 loads in the hot box that we borrowed from Edinburgh. They're gonna get 2 loads done tomorrow. Now, I have a question I got. Did we approve buying the road patch material? I don't know if we did or didn't.
I think we did, but that was about,
Not to my recollection.
How about I make a motion that we purchase up to 12 loads of road patch material, and then we can go from there, one way or
because I think
another.
that's how we did it before, but I'll second that.
Just to make sure that we're
Okay.
covered. I don't remember doing it.
Is that
so.
enough?
Let's
Yeah,
start.
Yeah, I would hope
You
so.
would hope so? Okay.
yeah, that's close.
Okay.
Somebody got a second, or?
I'll second.
Mark?
Oh, I second
Oh,
it.
then
Just-
yes.
Yes,
Roll call, Tiffany?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Mark?
yes.
It's nice we can borrow that, sharing with neighboring townships. That makes things
Yep.
more frugal.
We need a load of 304. I'd like to make a motion to purchase that. It'll be in excess of the $500 limit. That is for the roads and culverts and stuff that we need, and berms wherever we need. That's something we keep on stock.
304.
304, it's a crushed limestone material.
And it'll pack in, so I'll second
We
that.
use a lot of that.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mark seconded.
All vote yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Roll call, Tiffany?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you need it, you need it.
The park. Buildings and grounds and park. We're working, trying to keep people from parking on the lawns during practice and games. This is just a shout out, please use the parking lot and township garage for overflow parking.
Yeah,
What a nightmare. 8, 10, 12 cars parked in the yard, ruts. The guys go up and spend 3 or 4 hours, 2 or 3 or 4 days in a row. The next time they come, the people park in the yard again. I don't.
It's
to-
no respect.
To me, I don't get why you would park in somebody's yard this time of the year and leave ruts and think it's okay to do that. The
It's
guys
a-
line the driveway with signs, no parking, no parking, no parking, no parking. They waited until they got to the end of it, and they pulled right off of the grass, right past the last sign.
It's a recurrent issue, and we're really
Yeah.
happy to have the ball fields here. We're happy the kids are playing.
We are.
And we're trying to do this at no cost to the ball teams, so they can use our fields without cost. However, it is costing our township money to do the repairs, so we're asking everybody to respect the property, park on designated areas. We're trying to broaden some things to make more, but walking a little ways in this beautiful weather, we've got nice walking paths. We hope everyone will utilize them and stay off the grass.
We were very upfront at our meeting where we agreed to the ballpark coming back. We were very upfront. What you see is what you get. That's the parking that's available. Please use the township garage for overflow parking. That was all fine and great, but it's not working so right now, but we'll get it worked out.
Now, I made a mistake too, is I ordered signs for down that driveway that says, do not park on grass, additional parking, and I said Town Hall. I need to change that to Township
So,
Garage.
right, we can't have parking at the town hall because we rent the town hall for other events. And if someone rents the town hall, they must be able to have use of the parking lot. So that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, we talked about getting some 411 to put on the walking path that packs hard. That stuff's $23.75 a ton. We need at least 25 ton to get a big part of it put on there.
Just from the town hall to the park.
Yeah, to the park there and everything. That way people can walk down over the years. The gas companies drove down here and rutted it up and everything, and we've used it and rutted it up, so we do need to redress that.
Especially with potentially having the Apple Butter Festival and
Yep.
some things here, we need to
Well-
have those fixed.
So you gotta make a motion on it. I'd say motion on that as long as we have the funds to do so. I mean, I don't know if anybody's checked with,
Does that come out of our roads fund, or not so much, because that's actually a walking path, even though those are road materials? So,
correct, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Provided that there's money available.
I'll make a motion we purchase up to 25 tons after we check with the fiscal officer to see what account this money would come out of and if we can do it.
I'll second that.
If they think we can't,
Yes.
then we will not purchase it.
Roll call Tiffany.
yes.
Ed.
Yes,
Mark.
Yes.
Can you make some more money if you're in that account?
okay, just a couple more things. Mulch for the circle. We always top dress the circle with red mulch and everything, you know, before Memorial Day, get it all cleaned up and everything.
How about some geraniums too?
I know as far as the mulch goes, I talked to TJ and he said it's not gonna need a whole lot. It's just a light cover.
It was mulched nicely last year.
And I don't, again, because it's built up right now, so I don't know, what's he requesting? How much?
$800 at the max, $600 at the lowest, is what he's asking us to.
So that'll be for the circle, the cemeteries
Yeah,
included?
yeah, the islands off of the circle, that when they said mulch, it was for wherever we normally put mulch.
Well, we do it every year.
Did we purchase flowers last year, or were those donated?
Who bought the geraniums? I think, who buys geraniums every year?
I
Somebody
think the
does.
township did, because.
No, I thought the Historical Society or
So he
the Cemetery
reimburses us
Association.
half.
Yeah,
What is it?
the cemetery
Cemetery
association did
Association.
some, so they reimbursed for some and then we paid for some, because I know I planted them and I got into the cemetery association's geraniums, and Lord Carver and I had to buy more to
I think it's-
replace
I
them.
think it's 50/50.
What's that?
I think it's 50/50. us
And I think that's a
cemetery
standard,
association.
every year we do that, so I'm
So-
sure they've got that, so.
Do we want to do that? Is there any geranium? They don't pop up every year, do they?
No, but they flower all summer, so they're a nice bright choice and they flower all summer, so that's the bonus, instead of having a perennial that just comes up for a month, you know. So, I could speak with the cemetery association about that to see if they still want to go half and half with us.
Well,
if
we're
we-
probably going to have to decide on that tonight.
But we can vote on that pending if they'd like to do that.
There you go. You're gonna make that
Okay,
motion?
so I'll make a motion that we buy geraniums for the circle, and in addition, we'll ask the cemetery association if they would like to buy some as well.
I'll second that.
I thought we were going to go 50/50, but okay, I'll say yes.
Well, we'll have to buy what we need to buy, and they'll need to buy what they need to buy, and we'll get some volunteers and get them planted.
With the goal being 50/50 or
With the goal being
thereabouts.
50/50,
Roll call Tiffany.
yes.
Ed.
Yes,
Mark.
Yes.
then we need to go back and approve mulch and some other things for the circle in the amount of $800. I'll make that.
Up to?
motion. Up to $800. I'll make that motion.
Second?
Yes,
Roll call Tiffany.
yes.
Ed.
Yes,
Mark.
Yes.
What's the going rate for mulch right now?
We gotta buy the bags. We can't buy it by bulk because the place we got it last year don't have it.
we might be able to
Well,
find
there's
it.
one right up here in Lake Milton.
Well, we'll say up to
Timmy said that
800.
he compared apples to apples. It's cheaper for us to go down and get skids of it. 4 skids and be done with it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we voted up to $800, but I'm hoping we don't have to go that high, because that seems like a lot just to top off the mulch. Let's see if we can get a better
That's what
deal.
we're just talking
Yeah.
about. Go down, get 2 skids and start doing it.
Okay,
And also the 50 flags that we paid for last year, I got them this year. So
you did get them?
I picked them up.
And
So
we probably need to look at another place, because they said they're really cheap.
that guy's going out, yeah, they're going out there. He's trying to go out.
We purchased 50 flags last year. We went to get them, the doors were locked, and we've been working to locate these flags ever since. The guy shut down and did reopen up, so that we did get our flags and everything. I knew Buddy was looking at us, so good deal there.
It seems like every year we have less and less flags, probably because of,
Well,
you know, they don't weather or
ours
whatever.
was poles,
Made in China.
poles out, they took the
I hope
brackets.
not.
But I live towards the end of the parade route, so when we run out, I don't get a flag, so.
They get you over
Well,
the
you don't
wall.
pass the
I have nothing additional.
I do not either.
I do not. Does anybody have anything?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
like
not
the
true.
American flag's made in the United States, though.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope so
Well, yeah,
too,
oh,
but
yeah.
And I do have one more thing. I am actively working on our webpage and hope to have it up in the next couple of weeks. All updated with a calendar and links to minute meetings, so stay tuned.
so anybody got anything? I'm gonna make a motion, we adjourn the meeting, pay our bills.
I'll second.
Yes,
Thanks for coming, guys.
Roll call Tiffany.
Yes.
Ed.
yes.
Mark.
Yes. Do I have time? Oh, yeah. You guys can start signing now.